Hallo, Michael Adams, immer noch auf der PDAC und ich bin bei Rob Gray von Exeter Resources wieder mal. Wir haben ja gerade erst im Januar ein Video in Vancouver gemacht und ich hatte aber insbesondere eine Frage von Ihnen bekommen und die wollte ich natürlich auch direkt an den Rob stellen. So Rob, thanks for taking the time again to talk to me. And fill us in since our last video interview. Yeah, what did you guys achieve? Any major developments?
The development was we've done that desalination water deal that I was hoping we'd have. We're still working on our groundwater permit with the government. We've announced Mark Smith to come in. He's a technical advisor. He's a heap leach expert. He's joined our team. He recently was with Kamenak. Maybe your viewers know that. So he's very well known. And then the last one is we have started an infill drill program on our oxide to bring in the confidence for a final feasibility level study. But I think some people have also missed there's that gold only zone and then the gold copper zone, but there's something called the transition zone. So we're going to do that's between that two zones, and we're going to drill that and we're doing some heap leach work, and we're going to do some work with Mehr, and we'll see what we have and move on with that. So over the next couple of months we'll have some drilling releases on that. I'll be able to talk more about that. We'll have more confidence in our oxide and go from there.
Okay, no, that's all good, and as you know, I will keep you posted, and of course, if something like a big news release comes up, I will just put him on Skype, and he can answer our questions. But the one question that I got from, and I will have to read it from my iPhone, is some experts define Exeter as a pure optionality player with marginal ounces in a big low-grade deposit that is not going to produce anytime soon at this gold prices. And now the question from this reader is why should investors ignore these calls? So actually he's positive on Exeter, he doesn't believe it, but if somebody gets these type of calls, so what's your comment?
Basically, as everyone knows, we have that first gold-only zone, 1.7 million ounces in the ground. For most mining companies, that's a 8 to 12-year mine life. For us, it's a 10. And then they're done. Then on the biggest scale, when you look at us, it's 17, 18 million ounces gold, 4 billion pounds of copper. And I think in the past, Exeter, in 2011, 2012, was mine that gold-only zone as fast as possible and then look at the super pit. And on the super pit, it's lower grade, no doubt about it. But we've changed that. There's a high-grade core, and you can go on our website and see that. And that's what we come in, and instead of mining the super pit, come in after the oxide, use cash flow to build the open pit, high-grade it, and then you can come underground. So the grade actually, this tube, as you shrink it, the grade goes up. So you're mining it on a higher grade. Obviously, you can move it out as gold goes up. You could move out. You could move it super pit. But I think going forward, most major companies have even been saying at the BMO show, let's look at something that is we can partner on, or we can look at and use as use cash flow to build. And that's what we give us. And I know that people have said that, and that's fine. They're entitled to their opinion. But the facts are, since 2011-12, we've looked at this high-grade core. We've had a PEA on it. We're working on that, and that's how we're going to look at it. But if you want to look at us on the biggest scale, that's fine. But that's not how it's going to be mined.
And even, people's minds sometimes are changing slowly, and even I call myself thinking about Exeter as the big monster, Caspiche, right?
People think,
and that's what a lot of people still have in the back of the mind. And I think with Wendell taking the helm, this approach changed. So now we're right.
He looked at it differently
on the state.
So when you look at it, there's a high grade tube in it, and it looks. Somebody said either like a tooth or a heart here at the booth here today, and it is. And as you shrink it, the grade goes up. And all this is on our information on our website. If they have an email, I can send the PowerPoint to them. Happy to talk to them through you if it's in German, and go from there. But yes, on the biggest scale, yes, it was lower grade. But there is other grades that were lower than us at that time that had a higher market cap and now have a higher market cap. So we have to relook to the investors of this heap leach only, and then this gold high grade core zone going forward.
To sum it up in my stupid words, the monster is still there, but we are not chasing the monster right now.
Yes, and I think on that high-grade core, there's 12, 14 million ounces of gold. It's a lot of gold. So, and there's a lot of copper in it. but it's higher grade, and you can go out. And as the gold price comes out, you'll move out on it. You always will. Remember, we also have only drilled down to a kilometer. We've stopped at a kilometer. One day when you're in the middle of this deposit, they'll bring in the drills and they'll drill and see. We think it keeps going down. So I can't say it will, but I can't say it won't either. So there's probably more ounces as we go down.
Okay. Great final words. So good luck for your endeavors this year. And thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the question.
Okay, also das war, wie Sie wissen, ja, ich mache auch die unbequemen Fragen, ja, versuche ich trotzdem zu stellen, habe das hier gemacht bei Rob Gray. Ich glaube, die Antwort war sehr gut. Ich fasse das nochmal bei mir zusammen. Ja, Exeter war vor mehreren Jahren, ja 5, 6 Jahren, hat man sich auf dieses Monster Deposit in Chile, ja, Kaspisch, konzentriert. Und, aber der Ansatz ist mit dem Markt, der Markt ist natürlich in den letzten Jahren ganz anders gewesen, man hat den Ansatz geändert. Ja, Wendell Zerb hat das Steuer übernommen bei Exeter, er ist Mining Analyst gewesen bei Canaccord und er hatte einen mehr analytischen Approach reingebracht, auch mit der Sichtweise, was will der Markt denn von uns, ja, und das war aus meiner Sicht halt dieser Staged Approach, ja, also mal in mehreren Phasen, man fängt mit dem hochgradigen Oxide an, ja, hat jetzt noch eine Transitioning Zone und irgendwann kann man aus dem Cashflow dann auch die Sulfide Zone bearbeiten. Also da muss bei vielen Investoren noch ein Umdenken im Kopf passieren und dann denke ich mal, zusammen mit guten Newsflow, der jetzt kommen wird, was Rob auch gesagt hat, wird sich dann auch hoffentlich, da bin ich fest von überzeugt, die Bewertung von Exeter erhöhen. In diesem Sinne von der PDAC, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen.